Hello everybody, it's Lucas Mackintosh here and I'm back with some more Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2. In the last video I successfully managed to break through the Triad barricade, get to Salvatore, deliver Luigi and Joey I believe, because there's a meeting that Salvatore set up. I managed to get in Salvatore's good graces and now I can actually accept jobs from him, so I'm happy. And once again, this is another edited video. It's pre-recorded gameplay and I'm doing commentary over it. I find it very difficult to do live commentary when I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 3 because you have to concentrate a hell of a lot and I can't really analyse what I'm doing as I'm doing it because I'm so knee deep in the mission structure. But I had a lot of fun doing these next 4 missions. It was absolutely a blast. One thing I'm finding about this game is the frustration is beginning to disappear. I know with the last mission, which you'll see me attempt, I kind of got incredibly frustrated with it with the Triad one, but there's always a way to do it. There's always kind of some sort of opening or method, and I'm starting to slow down a bit and not go in all guns blazing and starting to figure out how to actually play this game. And as I said, I'm really enjoying it. You know, so not bad for a challenge, to be honest. So here we go, guys. Starting off in the red light district. Pick up that bat there. We might as well go and see Salvatore and do the first mission, which is, I believe it's his girlfriend Maria. I think I have to chauffeur her around a little bit. So I think that's where the name Fido originates from, because she actually calls him Fido because he kind of he doesn't say anything, he just takes orders really. He does whatever he's told. So we'll do that first. So yeah, quite an exciting capture session I think. You know, starting to know my way around this city as well. I'm really stoked as well when I get to the next part of Liberty City, or the next island. I believe that's over Callahan Bridge, so yeah, really good. So I hope you guys are having a good day, weekend or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for taking the time to check out my video, really appreciate it. You know, it's nice to be able to share this game with you guys. And it's nice to be able to kind of challenge myself as well, because this is a game I've never completed in full. I played bits of, like most of the Grand Theft Auto series. I feel really like kind of like a novice because I'm a huge fan of these games. I love them. It's just I've never completed one in full. I've just played bits and bobs of. I think the one I played the most was probably the very first one. So here we are, guys. We might as well go and do the first mission, Chaperone.
Me and the fellas need to talk business, so you're gonna look after my girl for the evening. Hey, Maria! Move your butt! Dumb broad does this every time. And here she is, the one and only Queen of Sheba. What were you doing up there? Whatever it was, I bet it cost me money.
Well, you don't think I hang around here for the conversation, do you?
Get in the car and keep your big mouth shut. Take the limo, but bring it back in one piece, you hear me? And watch her. She can be trouble.
Yeah. I'm sure your new lapdog has everything covered. And isn't he big and strong? Hey, Fido, let's go visit Chico and get some party treats. He's at the rail station at the Chinatown waterfront, I think.
As you'll see with Grand Theft Auto 3, several simple missions can actually turn out to be quite chaotic, particularly this mission here. I mean, you just think it's a simple chaperone mission, taking Maria to a party, taking her down to get some drugs, but it kind of descends into almost chaos madness really, so I'm lucky to get out with barely a scratch. I think I'm getting better at the combat too in this game because I'm just so not used to the combat system. Sometimes it takes me a while to... The aiming system I find to be a little bit... I don't know. It's a little fiddly. It won't always aim for the person you want it to, so unless they're really close up. So I'm getting used to that though. I'm getting used to the way this game plays as well. And once again, just really thoroughly enjoying it, you know. I think my main reasons why I've never done a Grand Theft Auto game in full is because just other things just came along, you know, life just started happening. I'm just so busy with different things, like college, and uni and stuff, and that takes up an awful lot of time, so I didn't really have a lot of time to play any Grand Theft Auto because I was working as well. So it's like working, studying. I barely had any time for video games, to be honest. And that's the thing. So here we are, guys. We're gonna go to Chico. We're gonna go get some drugs, and then we're gonna head off to this party. As I said, the weather effects are absolutely fantastic in this game. I just love it. There we go. Go over here, and we go. Ooh, knock that over. Right into the blue spot. That's where we want to go. We want to go right over there. There we go. We just honk the horn. There we go.
Mira, it's my favorite lady. We're looking for some fun, a little some spank.
Hey, Chico. Nah, just the usual.
Here you go, lady. Hey, maybe you should check out the warehouse party at the east end of Atlanta Keys.
Thanks, Chico. See you around.
Gracias. And enjoy. That's good stuff.
Come on, Fido. Let's go and check out this party.
There we go. So now I've got to take it to the party. As you can see, my car is literally buggered. So how I do this mission, I'll never know, because a couple more shots and I will burst in flames. So let's take her to the party, basically. Oh. And the secret to this game, as I'm finding, is just kind of like trying different things within the mission, because as I said, if you're going all guns blazing, it's not always the best strategy. It's best to just sort of pick your targets or try and break down the mission and kind of do little bits and bobs here and there and just try and work your way through and try and find the best methods for you for doing the mission. I mean, I think one example is like when I tried to blow up those triad vans at first, I did not know what I was doing. I was trying to ram them, thinking, oh, I'll just ram them and they'll burst into flames, but it just wasn't the right thing to do. Blowing them up quickly and efficiently was, so it's just kind of working out how to do that. Oh, there we go. I'll try not to talk over the speech whenever they're talking. So this is it. Maria goes into a party, does the thing, and then all hell breaks loose basically, and I've got to get her back to Salvatore's. I like the way she goes for the smoke. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Slash from Guns N' Roses. Stars in their eyes kind of reminds me of. Check it out. Basically, it's a drug bust. Oh my god. So I need to get Maria out of here fast. There she is. She's going caught in the crossfire. I don't think it's specifically you that they're after. I mean, the police are kind of after the other pushers, but I do have a 2 rating, a 2-star rating, so I think somehow I just managed to squeeze through. God knows how I do this. But yeah, it's quite tight this. I honestly thought I would blow Maria up. But luckily I managed to just make it in time. So just driving on the road. So I'm starting to know my way around. I still get a little bit confused with some of the places, but I do like the fact that the game changes pace when you do so many missions and then you move to another part of the island and things. So you've got to learn like a new sort of setup, and rather than just get familiar with the old one, which is pretty good. And it also kind of reflects your status in the game as well, because when you move to a different part of the island, you're actually going up in the world, so that's a good thing. And the missions get tougher, and you've got to figure out obviously how to do those missions. This is Salvatore's. Check out what happens. Make it to Salvatore's, and the garage door opens, and look, the police are right behind me.
You know, I enjoyed myself for the first time in a long while, and you treated me really good with respect and everything. I better go. I'll see you around, I hope.
And there you go, passed the mission, got $10,000. As I said, this is an edited video, so I've just edited it to the part where I go back to Salvatore's and do another mission.
Leave us alone for a minute. The Colombian cartel is making spank somewhere in Liberty, but we don't know where. And they seem to know everything we're doing before we do. We got us a rat. There's a guy named Curly Bob, works the bar at Luigi's. He's been throwing more money around than he's earning. He ain't pimping or pushing, so he must be talking. He usually gets a taxi home after work, so follow him. And if he's ratting us out, kill him.
Now this mission can be a real pain in the ass because you have to follow him, right? You have to follow Curly Bob, and he gets freaked out so easily. If you follow him way too closely, then the meter goes up. You've got like a spook meter or something, and he gets really spooked out and frightened. So you have to kind of take your time and tail him very slowly, and I think that's one of the most frustrating parts about this game. So we'll see kind of how I get on. I think it takes me a couple of attempts to do it actually, because if you kind of get to the dot on the map and you're in the way of the taxi, then Curly Bob will see you and the mission will be failed. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's just go here. I do apologise guys, clearing my throat. I've been doing Let's Plays all week, I've been doing reviews, I've been so busy, my throat needs a rest, I'll tell you that much. Right, okay, that's the taxi you see. And this is what not to do. If you drive this way, then Curly Bob will see you. It's basically, you know, you don't want to do what I'm doing now, so it's a good thing I made this mistake because, you know, I wouldn't have been able to see that. You don't want to do what I've just done there. You'll fail the mission. The meter just goes right up. It's ridiculous to be honest, and I remember being very enraged. You have to take it from another spot basically and just drive, I think, just behind it and get as far back as you can. But even then, like, he gets spooked and then the taxi tends to slow down a few times. It's really confusing. So I will do this. Let's go back up to Salvatore's, and as I said, I just love the convenience of the missions really. The fact you can just literally get into them straight away, just go back, talk to whomever, and we're back on it. Okay. One thing I do take issue with in this game is the fact that certain people, you can't talk to them at certain times, and that really winds me up. I mean, I don't think it should matter. I've probably brought this up before in a Grand Theft Auto game, but to me it really shouldn't matter what time of day. You should be able to speak to and get a mission off anybody at any time. You know, that would be better. Unless it's to do with the cutscenes, unless the cutscenes were in the day or some were taken at night, so that would probably make sense. But to be honest, it's a video game. I mean, I personally wouldn't notice. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but I guess it's that attention to detail, I suppose, contradicting myself, which is really good. But it would just be nice just to click in with the mission. I mean, like, the day goes by so quickly and night goes by so quickly, so if Rockstar wanted to do attention to detail, they could have maybe implemented a 24-hour proper day to night thing transition, like real life. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much. It's just one gripe I have really, because when you find a couple of missions too difficult and there's somebody else you can go to and you can't go to them right away, that to me is frustrating. I suppose you can go back to your safe house and speed time up that way. Now this is it. So you need to stay way back, because check it out. Look at that meter. That meter's getting really full now. See that? That's ridiculous. That's how ridiculous this mission is. Basically, you can't even go near him for like the first 15 seconds. You have to let him drive off, and then you've got to slowly follow him. So yeah, I got my hair off with that a few times, but no problem, no problem. I will try again. Just keep trying basically till I do it. As I said, I'm kind of a novice when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 3. And as I said, I want to do this challenge for my good friend. I want to do it, so that's my determination really, is because it's not an ego thing. I mean, whether I fail or succeed, I mean, I do want to succeed. It's not a big deal if I don't, but I'm going to try my very best, because to me this is like a gaming milestone. If I can do this, it'd be like a big achievement. One thing I also want to mention, guys, is I've basically ordered this. I think I mentioned this in one of the other videos. I ordered another SNES Mini Classic, and it's modded, and it's got 200 extra games on it. So I've got like 200 classic Super Nintendo games. I've got everything from WrestleMania, I've got Mortal Kombat, I've got Killer Instinct, I've got pretty much a lot of Turtles in Time. So there's going to be a lot more varied Let's Plays on my channel now, so I'm really excited. And some of these Let's Plays I can actually do blind, so I can just pick a game and say, hey, let's give this one a try, let's see how I get on. So, oh way up, the police are still on me. And there's my wrecked car. I don't care if you're the police. I'm gonna go do this mission.
Leave us alone.
Right. Have the police left me alone? Yes. It's great. Like, I think when you're in Salvatore's and you come out, the police just kind of forget about you and go. So, oh my god, cars are a wreck. So we're just bumping the Mafia Sentinel again, and we'll just try it again. No problemo. So it's just one of those missions that's painstakingly annoying. I just don't like the way that it goes up. The meter just goes up way too fast. So a little bit unfair, to be honest, but I guess this is Grand Theft Auto 3, so things are going to be slightly more difficult than what I'm used to. Right, so I'm just going to get a better car, so I'm going to nick a taxi. I'm going to use a taxi to follow a taxi. Nice, no one will ever think of that. See, that's the taxi he goes into. You need to drive all the way up here and get as far away as you can, so I'd probably, about here would be perfect, I think. That's where the car is, and then just drive far away, as far away as you can get, about there. And now move. You have to watch it, because check it out, he slows down. Curly Bob slows down. Look at that. I don't know what he's doing, whether it's a glitch in the game, but he starts to back up as well, so you have to back off. And it's all about that meter, keeping that meter low. See that? It's stopped again. So it's little things. Oh, come on. See that? The meter just goes right up. So I have to make the meter drop now before I follow him. There we go. Oh my god. Apologies if I keep clearing my throat, guys. I've had just 1 week where I've just been doing retro Let's Plays. I'm still doing Let's Plays even though I've got a sore throat. I've just done a load of Secret of Mana as well. I'm working on another Let's Play as well at the moment. I'm just in the thinking phase at the moment of which one shall I do, so I'm picking another one. So there will be another one very soon on my channel. Okay, let's follow this guy. Now, to be fair, this isn't a hard mission. It's just that meter thing, which I think is a bit rubbish. That kind of, you know, lets you down a little bit. And I just think it's just a bit too fast. Maybe it's just me being picky, but you know, it could progressively slow down a little bit. But I guess he's really paranoid, so I suppose in games logic it does make sense.
Our little friend, Mr. Big Mouth himself.
Were you followed? You know what goes on here is our little secret.
No, I wasn't followed. You got my stuff?
Here's your spank. ask we, not talk.
Okay, so the Leons are fighting wars on two fronts. They're in a turf war with the Triads, with no sign of either side giving up. Meanwhile, Joey Leone has stirred up some bad blood with the Forellis. Every day they're losing men and influence in the city. Salvatore's becoming dangerous and paranoid. He expects everybody and everything.
And with loyalty like yours, what has he possibly got to worry about?
Yeah, so now we can whack Curly Bob. So this is the fun part of the mission. Just running him over. So just find out where he is and just go for him, really. Boom, there you are. 15 grand. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'll take the money as well. There's also side missions as well you can do. I might do a few of those once I've got all the main missions and stuff done. I don't know, maybe as an extra. I'm probably not going to find everything in the game, but as I said, I'm having a good time. And again, I'm so sorry, my throat is so freaking dry. So I'm doing everything I can to get through this, to be honest, but I'm enjoying myself. So yeah, I'm well stoked. My SNES Classic Mini, new modded one has arrived. I've got emulated games. I've got a huge selection. I'm excited. I can't wait to try this baby out on my channel. Let's just drive this way. We'll go through, and we'll go this way. I think for the very last mission, the Triad mission, you need to be in a Triad van. And that, I think I get mixed up a little bit between the vans because there's just so many. I get into a van and I'm like, oh, that's a Triad van, but it's not. So here we go. This is Joey's. And this is edited, by the way.
What a ride she's gonna be, huh? Alright, listen. Get some wheels to the safe house at St. Mark's and pick up a few friends of mine. They're hitting the bank and they need a driver. I gave my word that you were the man, so don't screw this up. Get them to the bank before 5 o'clock, not a minute after.
Yeah, so this is the one I think I failed last time. But I'm going to complete it this time. So it's fairly simple, to be honest. I don't know why I was having so many problems with it. It's a really easy mission. You just got to basically be a getaway driver and just get to the safe house. A very cool mission, actually. I really enjoyed it doing it this time round. Last time I was kind of a little bit new to the controls and I was like, oh my god, you know, what do I do, where do I go? But I'm getting into it, and check it out. This is going to be what I'm going to use, this armoured vehicle here, this Patriot thing. That's going to be the getaway vehicle. How cool is that? So let's go and pick them up. Let's rob a bank. Oh, this bit always gets me every time. This freaking road. It's so annoying. Because it's always under construction. It's never fixed. And here we are, guys. This is it. Pick the guys up. And here we go. And look at that. My Patriot is ready to blow up. A couple more hits and that's it, basically.
Get us to the bank on the main drag.
Okay, let's do this. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Move, move, move. We'll go through this little alley here. And I always go through that alley when I don't have a wanted rating. You know, it'd be nice to go through it when I do, to take 1 star away.
We'll be in and out in no time.
Right, this is it. I'm basically just a getaway driver. I've just got to get to the safe house. So it's not too difficult. And go, drive, drive, drive. Get us out of here. See, the cops are on me now, basically. They're all over me like a bad rash, so I need to really... Oh, I need to get out of here is what I need to do. Through Chinatown, which is a bad idea because the Triads are still after me. So I don't want to do any reckless driving or blow the car up. That's why I avoided that ramp. So
got a new friend for
I go this way,
He's got fur and a tail.
through the red light district.
But he's a bouncy good fellow, 'cause he's got springs for life.
Oh my god. And we'll just drive this way. Yeah, the police are on my back.
Help Pogo escape from the evil research laboratory.
Alright, we'll go this way.
Genetically altered him. Uh-oh, the
So I'm not that far from the safe house, but there's a paint spray. So I'm going to use that.
good thing Pogo has banana candy.
There we go. So I totally fluked it. Seeing that there. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, right, I'm in. And there we go. And that's how you get the cops off your back. And now you can just drive to the safe house. So quite simple, really. So I wasn't expecting to find the paint spray there, so it was pure luck that I was able to do that. I don't think I would have been able to do that had I not seen it. But anyway, we're at the safe house, and here you go.
To storm the White House with his friends and become president of the United States. Pogo the monkey is the game kids are sure to stare at for hours.
Mission passed. I've got 30,000. Nice. So is that 3 missions? That's 3 missions done now. So the final mission is, it's going to take me a while, guys, but I wanted to keep it in, you know, and I wanted to keep in my sort of failed attempts because it can be quite difficult, and it's interesting to see sort of the strategies I use, because it's like there's a few gangs of triads. I think the main one's in the fish factory. You need to take him out. You need to take out the ones on the outside as well. So I suppose there's a variety of different ways to do it, but I just could not get used to the aiming. The aiming was something I still struggle with. I'm getting better, but I think I just need a bit more practice. So save the game up until this point. So it should make for a good video anyway, I hope. Okay, just got to wait for it to overwrite. There we go, lovely. Best to save it. I'm not doing all that again. So yeah, this mission, it took me, well, probably a lot longer than what you've seen, but I thought, you know what, I'll just put in a few, I think, failed attempts anyway, just so you guys can know I did struggle with this quite a bit. A lot of it was I just didn't think I had enough weapons. I was struggling with the aiming. I was going in all guns blazing, as I mentioned, and it's never a good idea to do that. So I'm learning to just sort of be a bit more stealthy, to take my time. Because I sort of played obviously the first Grand Theft Auto and a few of the others, and most of them just rely on you just going in, getting the job done, causing as much violence as possible with no real kind of strategy. But this game, you do need strategy, because you can get ripped to shreds quite easily. And sometimes things happen so quickly, your health just deteriorates that fast, and then before you know it, you're dead or you're wasted or whatever, and you've got to try it again. So anyway, we'll go up this dodgy road. We'll just take the pavement, and we'll go to our old mate Tony. Okay, who I think is voiced by Michael Madsen, who is a really, really underrated actor in my opinion. I first saw him in, I believe it was Species with Natasha Henstridge. Absolutely fantastic film. I saw him in an episode of Quantum Leap as well. What else? Donnie Brasco. Alright, here we go.
Yo, Tony ain't here, but he left one of his sugary love letters for you.
We're at war. The Triads have a fish factory as a front. Most of their business goes down at the fish market in Chinatown. The laundry still owes us protection. They reckon the Triads are protecting them now, so I say we exact a fitting punishment. Take those boys over and whack the Triad warlords. Hell, if you get a chance, pop some of their soldiers too.